Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 3rd. Today was a lovely, beautiful day outside. Just great weather. Got this morning, got a few things taken care of. Didn't really do a lot right away. Knew I had to wait for the bank to open so I could call them, try and get an appointment to go in to wire transfer the money to pay off my house, which was my number one goal today, was to get that taken care of and get that all done. So got a hold of the bank, called them. They opened up, they answered up, said that they're not having any live bankers in their office in their branch at all. So I have to go to New Smyrna Beach branch, which isn't that big a deal. It's only a few miles away, no big deal. So I called them. Rings forever. Finally gets, like, I give up. I basically call back, rings forever. Gets pushed over to corporate, try to make an appointment, and the guy was like, he was like, it's next week, it's so far out, and it's just not appointments and stuff, and real pain in the butt. And I was like, and he's like, you gotta give me your email address, and I gotta set the thing up. I'm like, I don't want to give you my email address to set up an appointment. Like, this is ridiculous and stuff. I said, what if I don't have email? Well, we can't make an appointment. I'm like, well, then my email is I do not have email at gmail.com. And the guy was like, being a dick. And I was like, I'm just gonna call back. So I went ahead, got off of there, called back, actually got somebody in the branch that were finally answering their phones. They told me, I said, hey, I understand if you guys are booked up and blah, blah. Tomorrow will be fine and stuff and this and that. Because actually, can you be here at 11 today? I said, 100% I can. So was able to get in there, super stoked. They were telling me on the phone it's going to be like next week. And I got to be there by the 8th because it has to be paid by, I guess I'm paying extra, so it don't even matter at that point. But it is what it is. We got a quote for the price for the 8th. And because I didn't want to pay an extra $35 to wire transfer money, all kind of crap, which it was going to a Wells Fargo bank is where I actually got sent. So it only cost me $15 extra to send it, but I didn't want to send it again. I'm sending them extra money. I'm sending them like 36 grand instead of the 35.8 something we owe them. So there's extra money in case they miscalculated the interest by a few dollars. They will basically just refund that back out in the form of a check, and they got to cut us our escrow check as well. So, which ironically our insurance is coming up due here pretty soon, so I have to actually probably write a check for that, and I'll probably owe the full year for the insurance before we get our escrow check. So we'll have to have the money, which we got the money set aside for that too. But went ahead, got into the bank, got that all taken care of, got the paperwork all done. We had to transfer 10 grand from two different accounts into one other account, then transfer the full 36 over to pay off the house. Felt good to have it done. I was super excited from there. Texted my wife and said, hey, if you got a minute, if I could stop by and say hi to you. Stopped by and wanted to congratulate her for the first time in her life. She's actually a home owner, not a home buyer. This is like my third house I've paid off, so it's still exciting. Not as exciting as my first one. Of course, when you pay off your first house, it always seems to be a bigger deal, and this was her first house. I want to make sure that she got to celebrate that as quickly as possible. So from there, I went down to the insurance company to let them know, hey, it no longer has a mortgage on it, so on and so forth. Get them off as a payee kind of thing and stuff. And they said I have to wait for the actual letter to come from the mortgage company releasing it, so they can actually release the insurance. I said, well, I need to pay you for the insurance coming up here pretty soon. They're like, well, if it's still in escrow, I'm like, but it's not. Like, the escrow check will be getting sent to us. And they're like, oh, we'll figure it out. I said, I just don't want my insurance to lapse over on a house I just paid off. Something happens, burns down, and I don't get paid because it now doesn't have insurance because the escrow is no longer in place. So went ahead and they told me basically we could figure it out. And worst case scenario, I can go and still pay it. And I might end up, if for some reason the escrow pays it also, just be paid a year in advance, which isn't a big deal. But it would something we want to get refunded out and make sure it's happening with that before it gets that far, hopefully. So from there, basically had a couple of errands to run, ran home real quick, hung out here for a while with the dog, chilled out. Really nothing major going on. Decided to just kind of take it easy, kind of enjoy the fact that I just paid off a house. Been with Karen, I've been together for 4 years. Paid off a house that she'd been paying on for like 20 years and owed as much as she bought it for 20 years ago when I met her 4 years ago, and we paid it off. So excited. It's big time, like big time fun, big time experience, and just it's worth it. So worth it. So excited. So went ahead, got my run in. Coming back from my run, I stopped off and talked to Marlene, a friend of mine, on the run. Talked to her and stuff about different things and just life and all that kind of stuff. And I'll stop and talk to her off and on at times because she's, especially with COVID, not as many people stopping by and seeing her as much either. So we chatted a little while. Got home. Karen got home from work. Ended up making herself just a pizza. I was gonna make ramen noodles because we had laughed early on and joked and stuff. And I said basically, it was going to be rough living with me because I do not believe in debt, and I wanted to pay off the debts as soon as possible. And we were going to, if we had to, eat ramen noodles a lot, no matter what. And she said she'd rather eat ramen noodles with me than steak with somebody else, kind of thing. So I was going to make her eat ramen noodles tonight, which was kind of the little inside joke we've had over the years of the ramen noodles with us. But I did not, I don't know, it just didn't quite feel right eating ramen noodles after you just paid your house off. Like, that's the exact backwards. I should have made her eat ramen noodles last night before we paid the house off, different things. So it is what it is. But yeah, got that all done. Had herself just a nice little pizza, chilled out for the evening, nothing major. Didn't even go outside and have a cigar in the evening at all like I normally do. Just kind of, I was tired, didn't sleep with the crap last night. She was snoring off and on, and I just didn't sleep worth a damn. And then the night before I slept even less, and it's just been a rough couple nights. So I'm kind of really, my tail's a dragon. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.